I've made this link tree so it's easier for you guys to get into contact with me. If you want to find out more about the course, it's over on my Buy Me a Beer. If you want to simply get into contact with me, it's over on my crypto Twitter or my crypto Instagram. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Louis Crypto, and we talk about cryptos every weekday on the channel. Make sure you do subscribe, like, and comment for the rubbish algorithm. I'm going to start off on the weekly time frame. Sorry if you can hear my dog snoring in the background. Got two behind me on the sofa in the office. But yeah, apologies in advance. But we're looking at the weekly time frame over here for Hbar. And what I do like is that we came back to this wave one of Elliott wave. I'm not the biggest fan of Elliott wave, simply because this deviation over here underneath this would suggest an invalidation of the fifth wave to come. Please let me know in the comment section below if I'm right or wrong. In the past, I said they're not allowed to overlap. Then I had someone say, yes, they are. Then I said, yes, they're allowed to overlap. Then I had people saying, no, they're not allowed to overlap. So I'm pretty sure they're not meant to overlap wave one and wave four. And we can see that this is the case over here. So pretty flawed in that sense. But let's not worry too much about Elliott wave. I really don't care. I'm more about support and resistance. And when a resistance that was a support for 5-6 months is lost, we're expecting it to be flipped into resistance and to come back down. When you lose a previous swing high, you head to the swing low. So once we had lost this key area of resistance, now support for the last 5-6 months in summer last year, the loss of it is any pump up into this this old support should be newly formed resistance to actually head back down to these lower price points, 2.5 cents, somewhere about there. But we invalidated all of that by reclaiming this key level that was 5-6 months of support, and we've now gone ahead and confirmed it after support. Not only that, when we actually broke through this, again, while we were under it, I was expecting it to be resistance. But if we go over to the daily time frame, this was our sell signal. But I was saying to everyone, if we close a daily candle above this wick, you invalidate further downside. You break through this area called the golden pocket over here. Can you see that? These two gold lines, 0.5, 0.618 at 5.5 to 6 cents. You just need to get above that and we will head to 9.5 to 10 cents. This is what we were saying on the channel for a good while ever since breaking above that. And we eventually met our technical target. This was because I think it was the 55 weekly EMA over here. So we were anticipating we were going to come up and test it. It didn't, but we came up to the price point, which we said, okay, we want it to come to about 9.5 cents over here to about 10 cents. So in between there and there. And let me just draw it out for you. So in between here and there. So you can go ahead and draw this because you know that in the future, if we ever get above this, wow, very bullish. This would suggest us going to higher price targets of 14.5 cents to 20 cents. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about 30 cents. I know I was making loads of videos on 30 cents. It's just when I'm talking about these price targets, they're long term, guys. Again, those targets should be met as long as we are above this key level of support of 5 to 6 cents. This 1 cent area is very vital because, again, it was the wave one high. Forgetting Elliott wave, this is just a resistance that, again, we lost this swing low, so we head to the old swing high to form a swing low. If this is lost, we head to the old swing low down here. But before getting down there, we reclaimed this resistance, now confirming it as support. So all we did was reset this newly formed uptrend after hitting our 9.5 to 10 cent target, after meeting this key resistance. Look at that wick rejection over here. Yes, we were down here, but look where we closed, above 10 cents. So it's saying this is a key level that must be broken to see this continuation higher and higher and higher. Hope you guys are following along so far. I hope it's clear for you guys. If not, I do have one-to-one mentorship. You can be at any level. You can already be advanced or a beginner. If you want to take action on the mentorship, there's only 2 slots available. Check out my link tree. It's in the top right corner somewhere over here. When you hover there, there'll be an information button or in the description down below and the comment section pinned right at the top. Just message me, see if see if it works out for you. But if it's something you're interested in, But yeah, you'd have 10 one-to-one sessions with me on top of the 6-hour long 30+ video pre-recorded course. So yeah, it doesn't matter what level you are. You could be a complete novice. That means just a beginner with zero knowledge, not even understanding what an uptrend is, or a pip, or a stop loss, or a take profit. Don't worry. You'll have all this information in the course. and in the one-to-one mentorship, but you'll also be part of my group chat, which I share all my cryptos that I'm looking forward to investing in this up and coming bull market. I have already invested into them, but they're in the chat ready for anyone else that wants to join. There's over 70 plus people in there. All members are students, so they've either done the mentorship or the course, so everyone has the same knowledge. We're all helping each other out. I posted some trades that are I post some trades of mine that are to review them so people can understand them. But yeah, going to the daily time frame now for Hbar, we're playing around after this breakout, aren't we? So we had this downward trend that we've just broken out of, and we've confirmed it as support a good few times, but we're not doing a certain key thing. I think I already mentioned this, and I said that if you were to enter this, maybe it was in my group chat. I really apologize if it was in the group chat, and it must sound like this is new to you, but I think it was on the YouTube on Monday, or in the group chat on Monday. We were saying that if you wanted to enter some longs here, your stop loss would have to be below this low. Now, it's not a guarantee that we're going to fly up and hit the target. That's why we set a stop loss. If we go below this level over here, 5.5 cents, then that's the invalidation of going up. Right now, we should be going up as we've broken out of this downtrend. There's going to be a lot of haters saying, you're not doing it for wicks to wicks. So like this. That is correct. This would suggest that you're still within. So I'm going to draw some fibs. And there you go. We're holding the golden pocket. So that's why if we're looking at the old trend line over here, I forgot where it was, somewhere by like that, we have broken out. Can you see we're trapped between, there's so many supports and resistances. So we have this horizontal one between the 0.5 and the 0.618, which is 6 cents, let's just say. I'm going to make this gold just so we can actually see it past everything, because there's so much on the chart. Really sorry, but we do need it all, unfortunately. But yeah, we got the moving averages all acting as resistance. No candle closes above the 20. Suppression, so much bearish pressure, guys, but not enough to push us below 6 cents. Why? Because again, as we zoom out, 6 cents is the top of this resistance, and it's a psychological level. And this is all taught in the course. If you don't know what psychological levels are, they're secret charts that not many people know about, that are correlated or inversely correlated to certain cryptos. I've noticed, and I've spoken about in the chat, how some cryptos copy each other, and some of them of course don't, but there are some that actually copy each other. But pretty much move for move, it's actually quite cool. But anyways, we're still in this golden pocket. After this big push up, you're retracing into it, and so this should hold a support for another wave up. Could this just be some sort of bull flag that we see ourselves trapped in at the moment? This being our range high, this being our range low. Again, that would suggest that this move up was impulsive, and now we're correcting down back to key levels of support for continuation. Just because it's setting up bullish, it doesn't mean that it will. Again, every time you see a bullish pattern, it's only like a 2/3 chance, so like a 66% chance it works out. That's why you will see W's that don't work. Sometimes you'll see M's that don't work. It's because there's a percentage win rate on them. Now, that's not something that I was taught by my mentor. That is just something that I found out through experiences. I was taught, you see a W, you buy it. You see an M, you sell it. But unfortunately, I was doing it and it was working for some time, but eventually it stopped working. I wasn't understanding. Was my mentor a scammer? No, there's just more to it. And without my own experiences, I wouldn't have able to got that. So what I'm trying to get at, guys, is someone can show you stuff 100 million times, but until you go and do it and get your own experiences, you won't really and truly learn. So that's why all these mistakes that I've done and all these experiences that I've gained over the last 4 to 4.5 years are all shared in my course, in the one-to-one mentorship. That's the best option because it's personalized to you rather than a pre-recorded course. So yeah, you guys know what to do. Just head over to my link tree. You'll find my Instagram and Twitter links, or go to the Buy Me a Beer link, and there is actually more info on the courses and mentorship there. But these two trend lines, one's been broken and back tested, the other one was still underneath. And so we just need to hold support here on the golden pocket for another push through. And if we were to break through this other trend line, the ones on the wicks to the wicks, then of course, yeah, then there's no argument, is there? Because at the moment there is some sort of argument, because you can say, yes, you're not really catching all the wicks with this trend line over here, but with this trend line, you are actually catching all the tops of the moves. So we'll just leave this one just for the people that are always arguing. But yeah, you could say that this is some sort of falling wedge, my mistake. These are bullish patterns signaling to come back up to the 1 fib level at about 10 cents. But we do understand, and as explained earlier in the video, this is a key resistance If we head over to the weekly, there you go, key resistance, which we topped out at. So again, all we've been doing is resetting this newly formed uptrend. So we have to break out of this downtrend if we want to continue up. And then the next thing we have to tackle is this golden pocket. I want to see price above 8 cent again. Only then I will believe we're going to 10 cent, 14 cent, 20 cent. So it's all about 8 cent for me. It's currently our red resistance over here, or our golden pocket that we could be retracing to. But as an exhaustion phase, you see how quickly we dumped. Not quickly, but you see how aggressive it was in that it was just pretty much all red candles. That's what I mean, just finding it easier to go down. And then over here, it looks like we're potentially correcting up. So that would be looking for continuation lower. We can invalidate all of that if we can break through this. So if we can flip it into support, that's how we head up. But you know, the fibs are a retracement tool, and when you measure a push, it's telling you this is where you retrace to before you have another push, and the push was down, so you retrace opposite and then you continue lower. But there are those times when, although that's what should be happening, a push into here before continuation lower, it doesn't have to be the case. Okay, you can do the opposite. It's like, what the hell? How can it do the opposite? Well, luckily enough, guys, the fibs prepare you for the opposite. It's not what should happen, but it prepares you for the opposite. Again, push, exhaust, continue is what should happen. But look, why are these all here? Because this is the other scenario that could be happening, a reversal wave being created, and it already prepares you for the reversal wave even before it's technically happening. Again, and it should not happen, but at least it prepares you if it does. This is the beauty of the fibs, and if you haven't mastered them already, this is something that I struggled with a lot in my trading at the beginning. I had to watch over 30 plus videos because some people would say it's this way, some people would say it's that way. My mentor said it was one way, a load of other people I was learning from said the other way. So I was really confused, guys, but I got it in the end. And again, this is something that a lot of my students struggle with. So in the one-to-one mentorship, that is what we focus on the most, the Fibonacci's and mastering them, because a lot of people for some reason actually sometimes mark them out wrong. So for example, here we're measuring this dump, so from the top to the bottom of that. In some cases, people want to measure from here all the way down to here, and that doesn't make sense, guys, because if you're starting there, you don't go to before, you go to after. So yeah, this is all taught in depth detail. I have like a 45-minute video on just fibs, but again, the one-to-one mentorship, you'd have the 45-minute video on just fibs, as well as, you know, doing it and personalizing it to you. So you guys know what to do. That's pretty much it for today's Hbar update. Again, for bullish trades at the moment, if you entered the like on Monday, your stop loss would be here. But again, it's no guarantee we are going up. This is trading anyway. Nothing's 100%. Even if it's bullish, it's a 66% chance of actually breaking out bullish. So there's still a third, 33% chance. That's a lot, guys, isn't it? 33% chance of it going the opposite way that it should. So this is the whole point of trading. It's actually flawed in that sense. So how do the rich make their money? They just trade less. So it's all about the frequency. You just don't want to do it as much and go for more higher quality setups. That's pretty much it for me today. Please do like, subscribe and comment for this awful algorithm. I'll catch you guys in the next Hbar update. Yeah, some people might be saying head and shoulders over here. It could be the case. So that's why you have stops below here, because your stop loss being below this low is telling you if this is hit, the trade is wrong. The trade is a buy trade. So if this stop loss is being hit, it's not a buy trade, it's a sell trade. So that's what you can do if this area here is lost and confirmed as resistance. But for the moment, I believe after this big impulse, you have to come down, and we came down to the levels it should have. So now, yes, it's just playing around a bit the last few days. It's ranging. It can't really decide what's going on. So eventually we're going to come to the apex over here, which just means where two lines are meeting. So this box over here is meeting this downtrend line, and that's saying the 27th of March. Currently it's the 23rd of March. So in 4 days time, we will know up or down. We will know stop loss or take profit. So that's pretty much it today. Again, I want to see Hbar reclaiming 8 cent, which is above this 618 fib, to head to much higher price targets, because it would be forming the reversal wave and heading to 10, 14 and 20 cent. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next update. Peace. there's a link tree in the comment section or the description down below, or even in the top right corner. You can just click it over here somewhere, and yeah, it can take you to my crypto Twitter, Instagram, where you can private message me. If you want to actually just take action on the course or the mentorship without talking to me, head over to my Buy Me a Beer. Now, I'll bring up a page looking like this. You can even get one single mentorship session anyway, but all the details that you need here, you get 10 sessions, and here you get 30 plus videos, 6-hour course, and yeah, all the information you need is over here.